tricky encounter with a Norwegian journalist has shown a light on the reluctance of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and members of his government to engage directly with the media on uncomfortable issues. After Helle Svensson from Norwegian daily Dagsavisen asked Modi why he wouldn't take questions from the press, and later the same day asked a senior official of India's Ministry of External Affairs about India's human rights record, Modi's response was to walk away without replying, while his ministers was to try to deflect by talking about unrelated facets of India's past and present, and then to become visibly angry.
European football's governing body says it has issued a lifetime ban to Petr Vlkovský, a Czech women's football coach who secretly filmed his players. In a statement issued on Tuesday, UEFA's Control, Ethics and Disciplinary Body, CDDB, said it had decided to ban Vlkovský from exercising any football-related activity for life following an investigation into allegations of potential misconduct.
A nationwide transport strike in Kenya over surging fuel prices, blamed on the United States-Israeli war on Iran, has been suspended for a week after 4 people were killed in mass protests against the increases. Kenya, one of many African countries heavily reliant on fuel imports from the Gulf, has raised petrol prices by 20% and diesel by almost 40% since Iran, in effect, blocked traffic through the Strait of Hormuz, a key choke point that normally handles about a fifth of the world's oil.
Lenovo has returned to the smartphone market with the Legion Y70, its first phone under its own name since the Y90 in 2022. The Legion Y70 is a gaming phone with high-end hardware, a large battery, fast charging and bypass charging support.
Pakistan top-order batter Shan Masood is expected to step down as Test captain following a 78-run defeat in the final Test against Bangladesh, which completed a historic 2-series whitewash at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Shan Masood was appointed Pakistan's red ball captain in 2023 ahead of the 3-match Test series against Australia. His tenure began with a 3-0 series defeat in his first assignment down under. The Lahore electric supply company Lesco has announced major relief for consumers ahead of Eid al-Adha, confirming that it will not carry out load shedding during the Eid holidays. According to officials, consumers will receive an uninterrupted electricity supply, despite intense heat and rising electricity demand, allowing citizens to celebrate Eid without inconvenience.
Pakistan Navy Sukkah Recruitment and Selection Center on Tuesday announced the registration schedule for the Short Service Commission course 2026B. According to the official notification, Pakistani citizens, especially young applicants, can register from May 10 to June 14, 2026. Karakoram Highway has been closed at multiple locations following heavy rainfall, landslides, and mud flows, causing major disruption to traffic and transport movement. According to a spokesperson for the National Highway Authority, NHA, the highway has been completely closed for all types of traffic between Boshidas and Tatapani.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni took selfies at the Colosseum and admired the view over Rome ahead of talks focused on trade on Wednesday. In a video posted on X, Meloni also thanked Modi for bringing along a packet of Melody toffees on his visit, with the two seen laughing over the present, a play on their names. Youssef Shtayer came home from school on an April afternoon, dropped his bag in the hallway and headed straight back out to join his friends. Minutes later, he was dead, shot by an Israeli soldier, just 100 metres from his home.
Islamabad. Former Prime Minister and PPP leader Raja Pervez Ashraf on Wednesday reacted to alleged drug baroness Anmol alias Pinky, purportedly naming him as a client, saying that he had led a spotless life. A recent video of the suspect during a court appearance had gone viral on social media, in which she can be heard saying the name Raha Pervez before her voice is drowned out by the police officials accompanying her. However, A separate video has also emerged in which her lawyer allegedly told reporters that she was being pressured into taking the names of certain politicians.
At least 87 people abducted by Israeli forces from an aid flotilla bound for Gaza have begun a hunger strike. Organisers say after Israeli forces intercepted the last remaining vessel in international waters. The group is striking in protest of their illegal abduction and in solidarity with the over 9,500 Palestinian hostages held in Israeli dungeons. The global Sumud flotilla wrote on X on Wednesday.
Authorities at the Islamic Center of San Diego confirmed the identities of 2 men killed in a shooting incident at the mosque on Monday. This came a day after friends and family identified Amin Abdullah as the security guard who was killed while trying to prevent suspected attackers from entering the mosque complex. Mosque authorities told Al Jazeera the other 2 victims also played a role in responding to the gunmen. "We call them our brothers in the community. We call them our martyrs and our heroes," said the mosque's imam, Taha Hassaneh.
While Kyiv has recently come under frequent bombardment, the residents of Moscow have largely felt safe. That might now be changing.
The Pakistan Telecommunication Authority has called for improved coordination among government department operators to prevent repeated fibre optic cable cuts disrupt communication services in the Chitral region. In an official letter issued by the PTA zonal office in Peshawar, the authority stressed the need for immediate action to safeguard critical telecom infrastructure during road construction and excavation activities. To safeguard
Rights activists and community representatives have urged the government to announce a comprehensive resettlement plan before launching any eviction or demolition drive linked to the Karachi-Peshawar Main Line ML1 railway expansion project. Speaking at a press conference at the Karachi Press Club on Tuesday, members of the ML1 Affectors Action Committee warned that the enforcement of the railway right-of-way route principle should not become a pretext for acquiring excessive land from poor families living along railway tracks.
Sony has introduced the WH-1000X, the Colochon, as the new top model in its WH-1000X over-ear headphone series. The launch comes as Sony's original MDR-1000X headphones are set to turn 10 years old later this year. The MDR-1000X started the lineup that later became strongly linked with noise-cancelling headphones.
Karachi paid tribute to 2 of Pakistan's renowned cultural figures after roads in North Nazimabad were named after celebrated playwright Hasina Moin and legendary music composer Nisar Bazmi during a ceremony organised by the town administration. The road naming event was held in Block Y of North Nazimabad and was attended by President Arts Council Karachi Mohammed Ahmed Shah as the chief guest.
Students at Government College University, GCU, Lahore have raised concerns over a steep increase in summer repeat semester fees. According to students, the per-subject charge has jumped from 6,000 to Rs 15,000 without proper prior notice.
Brazil sits atop a potential bonanza of rare earths that has sparked global interest, led by Washington, as demand surges for the increasingly vital minerals. But any windfall still appears a distant prospect as Latin America's biggest economy currently mines only a marginal amount.
Pakistan's getting a zombie movie this Eidul Azha and everyone's excited, including philanthropist Ramzan Chippa, who added his unique twist to the film's online promotions. Clad in his signature green kurta shalwar, topped with a jinnah cap, Chippa bravely stood beside one of the film's zombies and delivered an important message to the youth. Hey kid, don't do drugs and take care of yourself. Otherwise, you too will become a zombie.
Taiwanese President William Lai Ching-te said the future of Taiwan should not be decided by foreign forces, but is instead in the hands of its 23 million citizens. Speaking on the second anniversary of his inauguration on Wednesday, Lai said his goal as president continued to be maintaining peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait, the 180 kilometres 112-mile waterway, dividing Taiwan's from altering the external forces from altering the island's political status quo.
Iran has warned that any renewed conflict would bring many more surprises after United States President Donald Trump gave Iran 2 to 3 days to reach a deal. Meanwhile, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance said that both sides have made a lot of progress in talks to end the war that has triggered a global energy crisis.
2 Chinese oil tankers have left the Strait of Hormuz after waiting in the Gulf for more than 2 months, as the United States President and Vice President claim a deal to end the US-Israel war on Iran is imminent. The 2 supertankers showed that the 2 supertankers, Chinese-flagged Yuan Gui Yang and Hong Kong-flagged Ocean Lily, navigated out of the waterway, carrying about 4 million barrels of crude.
Microsoft has updated 4 Surface devices: the Surface Pro 13, Surface Laptop 13-inch, Surface Laptop 13.8-inch, and Surface Laptop 15-inch. The new models run on Intel Core Ultra Series 3 chips. Snapdragon X2-powered versions are expected later this year.
The Punjab local government department has imposed a complete ban on the burning and roasting of siri pie, animal heads and trotters, in public places across the province during Eid al-Adha. According to an official notification, the ban has been enforced under Section 144 to prevent environmental pollution and protect public health. Punjab Information Technology Board, PITB, has launched a new examination fee payment service for candidates appearing in Punjab Public Service Commission (PPSC) exams through e-Khidmat Markaz centres across the province. The new facility allows applicants to submit PPSC examination fees using a simplified and transparent process at designated e-Khidmat centres in Punjab.
Samsung and Google have offered the first official look at their upcoming AI-powered smart glasses at Google I/O 2026. Samsung first announced in October last year that it was developing the wearable in collaboration with Google and eyewear brands Gentle Monster and Warby Parker. The glasses will run on Android XR and will arrive in 2 different designs, with one created by Gentle Monster and the other by Warby Parker. The Sindh government has revised the Bus Rapid Transit (BRT) Red Line project by replacing hybrid buses with electric vehicles (EVs), while the planned biogas plant will now supply gas to the industrial sector instead of public transport. Speaking during question hour in the Sindh Assembly, Senior Minister Shajil Enam Mmin's Shajir Private Partnership said the government had decided to introduce electric buses through a public-private partnership.
Islamabad. The Islamabad High Court, IHC, on Wednesday issued notices on multiple applications seeking early hearing of sentence suspension pleas filed by human rights Hazir and Hadi Ali Chathar in the social media posts case. During the hearing, the couple's lawyer Faisal Siddiqui requested Justice Mohammed Azam Khan to fix the matter for Monday, May 25.